What's up? What's up? We Must Evolve TV and Let's Go Within Tarot. This is your host, the Divine Conscious Feminine 6. Oh, yes, it is. And you know, I only came to share a little love and light, right? Maybe with a tad bit of darkness. We gotta get that balance in. I only hope it's alright. But anywho, let me help y'all out. Because our people are struggling to deliver ourselves from this constant, the consistency of karmic cycle. Let me say that again. We are struggling to deliver ourselves from the consistency of karmic cycle. Let me tell you how you do that, right? See, it's a process to deliver yourself from karmic cycle. You can't even attempt to deliver yourself from karmic cycle until you have paid the piper. You understand? Until you have tasted the same fruit you have forced others to experience while experiencing you. Now, once you have done that and you decide if that is working for you or not, right? When you decide it's not working for you, then it's for you to make a conscious decision to move differently. Okay? Meaning, you have to offer a different fruit if that's what you want to experience from other people. You have to offer a different experience if you want to experience different. You get what I'm saying? Because a lot of people, and y'all know my Let's Go Within Tarot page is about shadow healing, okay? So, and most of the time when we, as a tarot reader, we get a lot of people that just want to know about their love and relationship sector of life, okay? When they really, it really has everything to do with other stuff, which is the reason why they having problems in their love and relationship sector. So listen, when you get a certain energy, right, from somebody that you're in a relationship with, you need to first sit down. Don't deal with them. Go within yourself. Get by yourself. Go within yourself and see if you have ever served that energy to anybody else. And the reason why you need to be by yourself, because you need to at least, you have to be honest. And you got to at least be able to be honest with yourself comfortably without judging yourself. That's the only way you're going to be able, because that energy is the same energy that you have to be in order for you to decide that you're going to do something different. So if you never ever enter into that energy, you will never ever feel or be in the energy to be able to, make the right decision to move differently. You will never feel like it. Because you ain't comfortable with sitting by yourself, being honest about the shit that you do. Because you know you gonna judge yourself. So you got to drop that judgment. You know what I'm saying? You got to be able to sit comfortable with yourself so that you can sit and be like, damn, why am I constantly getting this energy in my relationships? Could it be a reflection of me? Because guess what? The only energy you will ever get is the energy that you give. And that's a fact. That's not a truth. That's a fact. It's a difference. You understand what I'm saying? So now, when you become comfortable, right? Sitting with yourself, saying, damn, have I ever given this out? And when you realize you have, because you will, then you need to sit and say, why? That's shadow healing. Now you are in the process of delivering yourself from out of karmic cycle. Delivering yourself from the consistency of karmic cycle. Yes. So now when you get to the place of saying why, you might have to ask a couple of more whys. Well then why? Well then why? To really get to the root of the issue. And that root could go back to childhood. That's why. Woo, oh my goodness. I'm telling you, it's not for the faint of heart. It's not. When you get to that place, sit with those emotions. You know what I'm saying? Know that that's not you anymore. Know that you can make a conscious decision to be different. You don't have to be the result of your trauma. You don't have to continue to be the result of your traumas. Now, guess what? Now you get to the place of saying, hey, I can do different. I can be different. And you actually, put the pedal to the metal. That's the place of deliverance. And you will no longer be subject to the consistency of karmic cycle. Now listen. When you do different, you're going to know it. You're going to feel it. You know what I'm saying? Because nothing else will make sense. Nothing else will make sense. And you'll have a peace about it. No matter what nobody else say. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, it don't make no sense to be, experiencing imbalance. You know what I'm saying? And going through hell in a situation and then coming out and becoming so bitter and saying, forgetting that, hey, this is just a reflection of something that you've done and you've been. You know what I'm saying? And you know what? It's not only subject to just the wrong that you've done in relationships, right? You can just be, you can just have a character flaw. You know what I'm saying? Well, like, for example, I'm gonna use me. Like, I have a tendency to overtalk. You know what I'm saying? And so when you do that, you don't allow the other person that you're trying to have a conversation with to be able to converse back with you. You know what I'm saying? Correctly and completely, you know. And I would always get that in relationships. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? that wasn't just the attitude that I was giving a man. So it wasn't just karma, from a relationship. No, that's my higher self trying to get me to fix that character flaw. Cause that's who I've always been. Subconsciously. So now, and now when I try, if I was to try to get into any kind of partnership, whether it be a business or even in my friendships or whatever, and romantic relationships, that is going to cause a big problem. That will cause a big problem. So now, if I'm going to pray and ask God to, prepare me for a life partner, right? It would behoove God to help me get, fix that, right? So that that won't be a thorn in the side of my union. hmm So that is the process that we as a people need to go through to deliver ourselves out of this karmic, out of the consistency of this karmic cycle that we have been in as a culture. You know, we need to look at our everyday lives, look at our connections, and look at the energy of the connections and see what's going on. Look where the imbalance is and see why, you know. See why. Look at the energy that we've been getting in our lives. You know what I'm saying? If you are experiencing poverty, I guarantee you it's because you have a poverty mindset. You have a impoverished mindset. Your mindset is completely about poverty and set on survival mode. Especially if you're a type of person say, I'm just out here trying to survive. Look at what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? We need to look at what we're saying to ourselves. Look at how we speak. Be conscious. Ain't nobody come to save us from of the consistency of this karmic cycle. We got to do it ourselves. We are gods. You must understand. Don't nobody save God. God don't need saving, right? Oh my goodness. We are gods. Gods. Not God apostrophe S. I'm just saying.